New Delhi, the Directorate General of Civil Aviation, DGCA, has finally cracked the whip on Pratt Whitney SPU, snag-ridden engines for the Airbus A new engine option, NEO, family of planes. IndiGo was on Friday asked to ensure that all the 98 NEOs it currently has must get modified PU engines under both their wings latest by January 31, 2020. The NEOs that do not meet this will not be allowed to fly beyond the date. Since IndiGo is the world's largest customer for this aircraft and is yet to receive over 630 of them, the regulator has advised it to defer future deliveries so that the 98 NEOs with it can get replacement engines, instead of new yet to be delivered planes, and continue flying them beyond next February. Last 1 week has witnessed 4 in-flight shutdowns of PU engines, and air turnback has caused serious concern and resultant disruption. This situation cannot be allowed to go on indefinitely. 4 successive events have not happened ever before and therefore, call for an urgent and effective action. We regret the inconvenience but we need desperate measures to put things in order, the DGCA did an unprecedented plane speaking to IndiGo. The airline has also been asked to change 1 engine each on 23 planes, instead of 16 as directed earlier, by November 19. These 23 planes have a more snag-prone type of engine under both their wings and the regulator will allow them to fly after November 19 only if they get at least 1 modified and less snag-prone PU engine each. The DGCA has also directed IndiGo that all of its current 98 Airbus A NEO family of planes must have both modified engines under their wings by January 31, 2020, to continue flying after that. In case it is not done, such aircraft shall not be allowed to fly with unmodified engines. You may like to stagger or defer your future induction plan and procure sufficient number of modified engines to keep the existing fleet in operation, the letter to IndiGo stating this unprecedented action says. In a statement, IndiGo said, DGCA had issued a directive last week as per which we are required to have at least 1 LP3 modified engine on aircraft which has 1 unmodified engine more than 2,900 hours by November 19, 2019. We are confident that we are able to meet this directive and are able to sustain our current schedule. Subsequently, we have received the latest directive from the DGCA on November 1, 2019, which requires that all operating A NEO should have both engines with LP modification installed for operation post January 31, 2020. IndiGo currently operates on its fleet of 98 A NEO family with around 45% of its engines modified. We are working with both P&W and Airbus on mitigation so that we have enough modified spare engines by January 31, 2020. In the meantime, our schedule remains intact. The alarm bells started ringing after 4 cases of PU engines on IndiGo A NEOs stalled in climb phase, during takeoff, within a week. The regulator examined this issue threadbare and found unmodified or older version of PU engines that had flown for over hours on the NEOs were facing this issue. Accordingly, DGCA directed IndiGo and Go Air to change 1 engine on 23 and 13 of their NEOs respectively which had both unmodified engines that had done over hours within 22 days and 15 days, respectively. These 36 A NEOs, that have the old PU engines which have flown for over hours under both their wings, will be allowed to fly after the deadline only if 1 of their engines are replaced. This decision was taken after studying the pattern and evaluating the risk. On October 30, IndiGo C-862, flying from Kolkata to Pune saw a PU engine stall with a big bang and high vibration during takeoff and it then returned to land in Kolkata on 1 engine. While IndiGo flight C-563 from Kolkata to Chennai returned to Kolkata on October 24 after reporting a snag. Similarly, on October 25, C-375 from Mumbai to Coimbatore and on October 26, C-329 Delhi to Goa, both returned to their origin airport after 1 PU engine stalled. 4th case in a week, Pratt engine on IndiGo NEO stalls during takeoff, land safely highly snag-prone Pratt Whitney, PU, engine of yet another IndiGo Airbus A NEO stalled during takeoff from Kolkata to Pune on Wednesday, October 30. Since twin-engine aircraft can land safely on 1 engine, this NEO TEVIT returned to do so at Kolkata and is now grounded there. This is the 4th case of PU engine on an IndiGo NEO stalling during takeoff within a week. Pilots in all these three cases did an in-flight shutdown of the engines and returned to the airport they had taken off from on one engine. India has the largest number of P-powered NEOs operating globally. We cannot wait for US Federal Aviation Administration or European Union Aviation Safety Agency, EASA, to take some decision and then act, said an Indian pilot who flies the NEOs.